I've just bought these hair clippers from Philips. This is the 7000 series. It says it has 60 lock-in lengths, incremental steps up to 0.2 millimeters, lithium battery, which is good, cordless power, 120 minutes and 1 hour charge time. The model numbers here is HC7460/15. Here's the side of the box. Quick release blades for easy cleaning. Up to 120 minutes of cordless use after 1 hour charge. Can be used corded and cordless. And it says lithium battery there again. Auto turbo to boost cutting speed. Remembers last length settings. And on the back of the box, motorized comb, easy to select and lock in 60 lengths, settings 0.5 to 42 millimeters. Now that's the reason why I bought this hair clippers, because it has a long length setting. On some of the cheaper combs, or I think on nearly all of the cheaper hair clippers, it won't cut up to this length. And I normally cut my hair at like 34, 33, and this can do even longer than what I need, so it's quite good. Most of the cheaper clippers, they stop at like 20 or 25 millimeters. I think that if they made longer combs on the cheaper models, they would probably sell a lot more of them. It's very cheap, this plastic, I'm sure, to make, so why don't you just put a longer hair clipper on some of the cheaper clippers? But it seems like they want you to upgrade to always the more expensive model, which this is. I think this was like 60 quid or something like that, and you can buy cheap clippers for like 20 quid. So anyway, double sharpened cutting elements with reduced friction, cuts 2 times faster, self-sharpening steel blades for long-lasting sharpness, and that's good as well, like self-sharpens itself. So this is seems like a decent hair clipper. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna open the box now and see if it's any good anyway. So here's what you get in the box. Unlock 1 extra year warranty. It's a bit more difficult to read some of this stuff, you know, when it's up through the camera. So here's the combs. There's another comb. So this is the long comb. This looks a bit weak, really. This thing looks like it could break easily. I'll have to take care of this because it doesn't look very strong. It looks a bit flimsy, you know. Here's the charging cable. And here's the clippers. It should come with something to protect the comb, really. When I put it away, let's see what it says on the front. You can't wash that thing in there. No. This is from Remington. Got this ages ago, maybe, I don't know, 8 years ago or something, and it has something to protect the clipper head. Don't know what you call this. You call this a clipper head or something? But yeah, it has something to protect it, and this Philips, which costs more than the Remington, doesn't have that. And also the Remington also came with a case, and there's no case in this either. It feels quite light, really. If I compare it to this feels heavier. Need to charge it. So I'll charge it up and see what happens. Just comparing the two, this feels like a more quality product. This feels very kind of flimsy, and I took this off because you meant to push that down, and when I clipped it clipped on wonky. It didn't like clip on straight. Now you can clean this one by just pressing these 2 buttons here. It should flip out. And this one, this feels like a better unit, really. I hope this is good, but so far it feels a bit cheap and rubbish. I don't know if I should use rubbish, but it feels a bit lightweight. This feels a lot more quality and more solid. Feels like a better built product. I'm quite surprised because I thought Philips was a good company. This is the longest comb in the box. It attaches onto the hair clippers with these 2 things here, and these feel very flimsy. This is, I would say, basically flimsy plastic, and so when you have to put this on, take it off, put it on, take it off, I can see these things breaking quite easily. Here's the medium-sized comb, again with a flimsy plastic here, and here's the smallest comb. You also get a small little brush to brush out any hairs that's stuck in the trimmer. Here's a quick comparison to my old shaver comb versus the new Philips comb. So this one came with the old Remington shaver, and as you can see, it looks a lot more durable. So you can clip this on quite easily and not be too like delicate with it, but this I have to be very delicate with it in case I break these two clips here. So if you turn the shaver on, it goes back to its previous length. I last cut my hair on 34. I cut my hair today actually, so let's turn it on. So it's going to extend out to size 34, and then can put it up to 42. And it goes up in millimeters. So let's turn it on. And when it's cutting, you can't adjust the length, which is good, because you might accidentally like adjust the length and cut your hair shorter than you want it. Turn it off. Put it down 34. That's why I cut my hair length at. So yeah, it's a nice shaver. It cuts better than my older Remington. You'd expect that because this is a much older unit. But to be honest, this feels like better build quality. It feels stronger. It's heavier. I suppose lighter is better, but this just feels a bit more robust. And also, look, this is definitely more robust. This feels it's more chunky. I think Philips has put some planned obsolescence into this thing. That's why they built the fins so thin. I don't know. It just feels they could have used better quality, stronger plastic. This is the same plastic they used on this, but this is chunkier, so obviously it's more durable. This is just two plastic fins on there, and it just feels like it's gonna break anytime soon, you know. On this Remington, look, it says 24, 27, 30, so it goes up in steps of 3, and the Philips one goes up. Oops, it's turning off now because I haven't used it. But the Philips one goes up in steps of millimeters. So look, 35, and the lowest is 34. Sorry, 24. But then you change this head, and it can go up to a lesser size. So I'll just leave it on 34 because that's what I cut my hair on. Yeah, so it's a nice clipper. It does clip. It does cut my hair very well. I'm happy with it. And the battery lasts very long as well. This takes about 10 hours to charge, and it only gives you like, I don't know, about 10 minutes, 20 minutes now, because the battery is very old. And I think when it was new, it said about 40 minutes, and I think it only gave like 20 minutes, something like that. Maybe half an hour. I didn't really test it that long, but it just felt a bit weak, and I always use it with the charger plugged in. But this one, you can use it without the charger easily, you know. So this definitely has a better battery, better cutting performance as well. And look, as you can see on the box, it says it's got 120 minutes cordless power with 1 hour charge. Now I did charge it for an hour, but I haven't used it for like an hour and 20 minutes. I don't know if that's accurate, but it was more than enough for me to cut my hair, and I only cut my hair in like about 5-10 minutes. So yeah, so it's more than enough for me. So I'm very happy with this unit, other than the planned obsolescence built in, which I think it's planned obsolescence anyway. I don't know, maybe Philips has another reason for making the fins so thin, I don't know. But yeah, this feels more durable, but this cuts better.